Hi guys, so I've now played two games of Pillage, and yeah, I absolutely love the game. So I'm really pleased that I've spent all the time obviously printing things out, making the board, and all the rest. Still lots more videos to come, showing how I've made the board and other little bits and pieces. Obviously, love my little miniatures moving around. I really am such a big kid. So the first game I played with my son wasn't too bad. Made a few mistakes, but we sort of learned from them. But one thing we did have problems with when we had loads of these miniatures sort of in combat next to each other, we kind of forgot whose was who. Um, and as you can see, obviously, I like making small bases. Oh yeah, good old Indy. Yeah, she loves messing about and well, kind of enjoying the game. She can be on my side. But yeah, one of the big problems we had, say, was remembering whose was who, because obviously they all look quite similar. And I say, because I've made them on these metal bases, it's not even like you can paint the rims of the base a different color. Because my plan was I like to be able to sort of take pictures of these in like diorama situations, just for some great shots when I sort of paint new miniatures. So that's why I've got sort of zero bases on them, or not a base that you can sort of like paint anything on. So yeah, because when I played with my son, somewhere along the line, I actually fought myself and killed one of my own people. That's how confused we got when there was loads of the miniatures together. So to make sure that we can tell the difference between my army and my sons or whoever else I play, yeah, we need to do something about it. So especially when you get loads of miniatures together, and yeah, they all get twisted around, face different directions. It's quite easy to lose track. So, as I can't paint the bases, I've made these. Well, they're not base toppers. I guess they're base bottomers. I know, guys. Whatever I do on this channel, it's never ever going to be new. Someone's going to have done it before, but this is. I thought it was quite clever. Uh, yeah, so I made these little bases to go on the bottom, and obviously they can be different colours, which is great because you can play this game with four people. So you definitely need different colours for each one. And no, these weren't 3D printed. You don't need any glue. All you need is, well, a laser engraver. And yeah, I love getting laser engravers. I am such a big kid. These turn up and it's like Christmas Day. I've got a new toy to play with. So as you can see, this is the Orchard R2. So this is a fully enclosed laser engraver, which I absolutely love these kind of ones. It's a class one laser safety, which means you can have this out and you can direct view and watch what's going on because obviously the protective orange glass there or plastic. It's ready to use straight out of the box. That's once you get it out of the box. Yeah, there's no assembly required, which is awesome. And as you can see there, yeah, this is pretty lightweight and portable. It's not that heavy at all. It has tons and tons of obviously protective padding and stuff in it, which is great. Apologies, guys. I do sometimes work in my boxers. Yeah, I thought I had the camera angled up enough so you wouldn't see my legs. So apologies there. Yeah, so everything you have to do is obviously take all the protective padding around the outside, and there is obviously some on the inside as well. So it is well and truly protected, which is great. And yeah, if you make stuff with all this protective stuff, then yeah, you're gonna have plenty of this to make well terrain and bits and pieces with. It's definitely a user-friendly laser engraver. You don't even need to connect this to your laptop. You can use an app on your phone, and there's thousands of obviously smart presets on there as well. So you can just log into your phone and start using it to engrave and cut out well all kinds of lovely bits and pieces. So you can get this in a 10 watt and a 20 watt. Hairline precision on this. I mean, you'll see when I do the cutting. It's absolutely awesome. And obviously, it comes with everything you need. So that's an air-assisted fan there, so it keeps the laser nice and cool. I say, yeah, for the inside, there's just literally a couple of these cable ties, a bit more packing to take out, and then you're up and running and ready to go. It literally is plug and play, and as if you've been watching my videos for a while, you'll know this is kind of what I like. I'm getting old now. I like things to be nice and easy, no real setup, no reading through lots of magazines. Safety features on this. Yeah, it's got a key at the back, so without the key, the thing won't work. So it makes sure that no little fingers mess about with this. Also, a nice safety stop button on the top, which is great. And I say it's got the extraction fan for getting rid of any of the fumes that come out of this thing. So I'm using this in my living room. Typically, I would put this in the shed and use it there. Unfortunately, I can't do I can't really video anything in the shed because well, it's full of all kinds of bits and pieces. So I'm using 3mm ply for this. I say the 10 watt and 20 watt laser on this is powerful. So yeah, you can definitely cut through this, and well, things are a lot thicker. So it's simply a case of plopping it in. And as you can see, yeah, the other safety feature is when the door opens, if this was in use, it would stop. If this was tilted, it would stop. So lots of great safety features, so especially for sort of newbies and people like me that want things nice and simple. I'm using Lightburn for this. I've got their little trial package, and yeah, like I say, I'm keeping things very simple. So even with the base bottomer, there's probably a better term for it, but yeah, literally it is me cutting out two circles, an outer one and an inner one, and then I wanted to laser engrave part of it to make it obviously lower to accommodate the miniature. Didn't really know how to do that, so I've just made a black sort of circle in Photoshop and imported it over as an image. So it's literally going to do three different separate cuts. It's going to do the burning or the laser engraving to get that shallower depth. Then it's going to cut the inside one out, and then it's going to cut the outside one out. So as I say, when it comes to simple, yeah, I'm your man. So that's why, guys, whenever I show products on this channel, if I can use them, then yeah, you can use them, because seriously, I do need things to be nice and simple these days, because I think I've just got lazy as time's gone on. So yeah, again, lazy. All I'm doing here is copying and pasting, because obviously paid pillage typically been using like 500 gold points, which kind of equates to around about 15 figures. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna print out or cut out at least 30 of these, and then obviously yeah, need to paint them differently as well. So they're gonna get cut out. So this laser engraver, honestly, it is very simple to use. Lots of links down below so we can find out more information about the costs. Obviously, check out the Facebook groups and everything else. I will say this is a lovely size laser engraver. I've tried obviously much larger ones, and you'll have seen recently I've tried Didier ones. But this is a nice mid-range one, so it is a nice size, doesn't take up too much room, and say it's very light and portable, which is great. So you can move it around, well, to wherever you need. And obviously, a big thing for me, it's got an orange cover. Yeah, if you didn't know, orange is my favorite color. So whenever I get anything and it's got orange in it, yeah, I love it. So this bit of footage is sped up, but this is a fast laser engraver with a top laser engraving speed of 20,000 millimeters a minute, which is nuts. So obviously, I'm not too sure why it's doing this and not obviously doing one sort of circle at a time. Again, this is where I don't really know how to use things very well. So light burn, yeah, I use the basics. I know how to put things in there, and then all I need to do is know how to set the speed and the strength of the laser, and that's it. So yeah, but it did what I wanted it to do. Say it cut these out absolutely perfect. Say the laser cutting, yeah, I mean these are amazing things. Again, guys, laser engravers, it's one of those things you never knew you needed, but once you've got one, the amount of things you can do with it. I mean, just go back and check on my channel for the last sort of, I don't know, 3 years or so, and see all the kinds of things that I've made with one of these. Yeah, it's absolutely nuts. It really is a case of once you've got one, you'll find so many uses for it. It's untrue. But obviously, for this case, yeah, it's making these nice, simple base bottoms. So when I play my son again, I don't end up fighting myself. How that happened, I don't know. But so I think we've got a case of there's loads of people in the middle of the pitch or field. And yeah, clearly we forgot who was fighting who. So I fought myself. So obviously you cut all these other little bits off. Yeah, obviously keep them. You never know, you might need some little circle what's its. But yeah, again, I just love how well this cuts out and how fine it can cut out. So the little rim at the top is barely a millimeter, but it's been able to etch into the plywood and then cut out that extra bit, and it's still nice and tough and whatever. So yeah, these guys they literally just pop in. Obviously, I made it nice and snug, so the things won't fall off because that'd just be silly if they did fall off every time you picked them up. So yeah, they just slot in. So you can still obviously see because underneath these I've written that obviously the price for that figure in gold, depending on what kind of warrior they are, what weapon, and if they got any armor on. But yeah, things just slot in. So say obviously I've printed out or cut out, I think it's about 20 or 30. But now you obviously need to paint them just to make sure that they are different from all the rest. And I say it's so easy, or I found it so easy, to get confused on whose miniature was who. as a lot of them do look quite similar. So now when I play my son, no excuses. I think I won. I can't remember. I may well have lost because, well, I was killing myself. In fact, yeah, I think I did lose. But now having these, and obviously you can paint them whatever color you want. So I've got the blue team for my son, and no surprises. Yeah, I'm going to be with the orange team. But it's like whenever I make these miniatures, I do like it so you can't see the base. So when I take pictures of them, then I don't have these bottoms on, so they do sort of blend in with their surroundings and the grass. But then when I'm using them for a game, it's simple enough just to pop these bottoms on. And the other great thing is, obviously, with this game, you can play multiplayer, so you can have four people playing at once. And I think for four people, you definitely need to be able to see the difference in the people. And doing the bases, yeah, they stand out like a good sore thumb. And this way, you definitely know which people well you're controlling. So absolutely love it. So guys, check out Orchard R2 down below. Say awesome engraver, nice and compact, decent size, but obviously what it can do is just amazing. And obviously I've only shown, well, I've shown really hardly anything that it can do. So obviously it can laser engrave and it can cut all kinds of bits and pieces. So yeah, check out all the details down below. But for me, yeah, I'm very happy with this. So, guys, so our video is coming up soon, obviously showing more about the board, how I've made that because it is now complete. I just need to get all the footage together and, well, talk over the top of it. But we'll do that very soon. But for now, yeah, I'm very chuffed with this. Guys, another video coming out on the screen. Give that a click, see more of what I do. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave comments. And, guys, yeah, if you can share my videos, that really does help out so much. Many thanks. Bye now.